Hey, hello. We're going to talk about you today and probably a couple more times. My name is Amina and I have so much to tell you. So, let's start this video off by saying a very big thank you for liking and commenting on my previous video as well as subscribing to my channel. Yes, thank you. But today we're going to talk about specifically the language that you carry and the cuisine that you like, as well as music. Guys, I'm gonna try to leave a playlist below in the description. I'm gonna leave an Apple playlist full of, London's great top 100 tunes, as well as a Spotify playlist for those who don't have access to Apple Music. You're welcome. Essentially, we're gonna talk about language. London is this massive melting pot full of culture. Within that, there are 300 known languages that are spoken in London. That's a lot. It's not one, not two, but 300. 300. That's a lot. And that's excluding dialect. For those who don't know what dialect are or aren't aware of what dialect is essentially, let's say, an accent. So, as a reference, in America, if you're from the north, you have a northern drawl, like from New York, New Jersey, things of that nature. But if you're from the south, you tend to have a southern drawl. That would be considered a dialect. So in London, one of the most famous or popular known dialects is Cockney. That's the one that's used mainly in London. There are a lot other dialects. So for instance, if you're from Manchester, or if you're from Welsh, if you're from Liverpool, things of that nature, will tend to speak that dialect from that region. Awesome, because not only is there 300 different known languages spoken in London, there are also about 25 dialects. 25, that's a lot to decipher, but that's amazing, that's massive, that's a sense of individuality, and it gives even more room for culture. Oh hey, so let's talk about the food, which I know you're ready for. So a lot of the main foods that I'm sure you've heard or have not heard is fish and chips, English breakfast, bangers and mash, Yorkshire pudding, a roast, Sunday roast. It consists of eggs. From what I know, they're always sunny side up. I've never heard or seen a English breakfast that had scrambled eggs. Just saying. You have your meats, you have your sausage, and I believe that's bacon. Also, you have baked beans, tomatoes, and black tea, which they normally drink with cream and sugar, which is delicious. I suggest that you try it. So yeah, that's your English breakfast. It definitely sounds a lot more heartier. Pie is essentially lamb. It's sort of like a casserole, but not like a casserole. It's sort of like a pie, but not really. Why it's called shepherd's pie is because it's used lamb as its base. Lamb, shepherd, hello. Anyway, lamb as its base, and then you have vegetables, assorted vegetables, which consist of green beans, corn, carrots, and peas. That's layered there, and then to really set it off, you put a layer of mashed potatoes on there and you bake that bitch, and it is so good. I've actually had a recipe done for me before by my great and sweet dear mama. So it's actually really hearty as well. You can really feed a massive family, and you can even leave it for leftovers for like a day or two. It's definitely fish and chips. So what people don't know, chips is normally referred as to French fries. That's what they call their French fries, chips. And the fish is a cod, which is beer battered, which is really good. I haven't had fish and chips authentically. I would really like to. Authentically, I believe they put vinegar on it, and it comes in a newspaper. It's wrapped in a newspaper. That's awesome. I love it. The roasts consist of meat. I would think, meat. And then you have your Yorkshire pudding. Yorkshire pudding is not what you really think it is. It's not sweet. It's not a dessert. It's a baked good. It's just batter of eggs, flour, and egg, flours, and butter. And it's baked, and so it kind of like inflates sort of, and it's moistened with gravy. And that would also be a part of the roast, or people like to just eat it by itself. It does hold a pop-up sort of shop type of thing. It's where they could rent out venues to different restaurants, and it's called Dinorama. I want to be at Dinerama. I don't know about you, but I want to be at Dinerama trying all the diners. I want to be there trying this really cool restaurant that I saw that does pop-ups there occasionally called Club Mexicana. And essentially it's a vegan, all vegan, really small menu, but it's all vegan. And I have a lot of vegan friends that I'm sure would really enjoy that and appreciate that. And plus, it's Mexican food in London. They also have a lot of different cuisines, so I suggest making friends and trying your best to, again, be adventurous. So, I'm really glad you all joined me in this new video. Please join me in my next video as I unmask the literature, what it's like to really live as a family in London in terms of income. Like, how much would you have to survive? How much do you need to survive for a family of, let's say, 4? I'm really curious, as well as I'm curious as it is to be a student in London. What does it take to be a student in London? Do you have to work hard or hardly work? Who knows? But we'll find out, because I'm gonna ask those questions, I'm gonna do the research, and I'm gonna let you know. Ding! So, like I said, join me in my next video as we unmask all the cool things about London and what there is to do. Again, this is the first unmasking. I'm gonna have more facts about the language and food, but this is what I scrunched up for you, and I hope you enjoy it. If you do have any brothers, mothers, sisters, grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles who have been to London, who have traveled, who know people who have traveled, please, please, please reach out to them. Tell them to watch my video. Tell them to comment, or you comment. But yes, I want comments from you guys. Let's be interactive. Let's communicate. Let's do this. And my name is Amina Divine Carr. Ciao. London Bridge is falling down. No, that just sounds creepy. That sounds creepy.